Here it is, on the back of a Subaru. And in theory, that is a marriage made in heaven.
You see, what Cosworth is really good at is taking ordinary, boring family saloons and turning them into street-fighting, come-on-if-you-think-you're-hard enough road racers with fiery nostrils and a Geordie Saturday night attitude to peace and love.
But what they've done here is take a dreary Impreza STI and throw most of it away.
The 2.5-litre flat-4 engine is fitted with new pistons, bearings, conrods, gaskets and head nuts, along with a totally reworked oil pump, turbocharger, intercooler, intake system and exhaust. There have been similar modifications elsewhere too: new wheels, tyres, springs, dampers, bushings and brakes. It's not really a Subaru anymore, is it?
So, is it any good?
In a word, quite. Certainly, it does capture some of the magic we used to get from old Subaru Imprezas. Even when you think all is lost, sliding, oh no, you just give it a dab of power, like that, and even in rain like this, it isn't lost anymore.
Other nice things? Well, it rides beautifully for such a limpet 9, and it is quick. 0 to 60 takes 3.5 seconds. But there is a huge amount of turbo lag.
Now in 5th gear, 60 miles an hour, foot down, nothing. Still nothing. Hang on a minute, hang on. No, I was mistaken, sorry, still nothing. There's another issue too. Cosworths are supposed to be rough and ready cars for people who work with ladders. They're supposed to be a cheap and cheerful way of embarrassing the Ruperts and the Jameses in their Ferraris. But this is, as near as makes no difference, £50,000. And with all that turbo lag, all you're going to embarrass really is yourself. Still nothing. Still nothing.
So, if the Subaru's no good, what else is there? Well, there's this. It's the Ford Focus RS500, and let's not mess about. It's brilliant.
It has a 2.5-litre turbocharged engine, just like the Subaru. Not quite as powerful, but you still get 345 brake horsepower. All of which is sent to the front wheels.
That sounds like the recipe for a massive accident. But it isn't.
This is really very, very good. Of course, you do get a fair bit of torque steer. Watch the steering wheel when I put my foot down, hands off, here we go, and yeah, we've turned right, and right again. Every time the turbo cuts in, you turn right.
But thanks to a clever front differential, the grip is incredible.
It is also extremely fast. The top speed, they say, is 165 miles an hour. 165, that means this Ford Focus is 10 miles an hour faster than a BMW M5. Since that is now 150, 155, yeah, I'll believe them.
This is a really well-sorted car. Well equipped too with voice-activated, keyless, Bluetooth. And to top it off, it's £35,000. Nearly 15,000 less than the Subaru.
So if you're after a family hatchback that's vaguely yobbish and very fast, this is your obvious choice. Or is it?
This is a Volvo. But before you leap to conclusions, what's this?
In the Volvo. Go! And it's a good start. And look at this. The Hush Puppy is beating the Reeboks. Oh, yes! Ha 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 ha! Yes! The pensioner is victorious!
So what is it then, this deafening electric blue streak from the frozen north?
Well, it uses exactly the same turbocharged 2.5-litre engine that Ford used in the Hot Focus, but in this it's all turned up to 27 or 86 or 109 because it produces, as near as makes no difference, 400 horsepower. Small wonder they called it the PCP, because it really is like driving around in a cloud of angel dust. Listen to that!
Of course, you probably think it'll all fall to pieces when it sees a corner, but no.
It has, I'm delighted to say, on a day like today, four-wheel drive. So the grip is just phenomenal, and you can reach amazing angles and still rescue it. It was built for fun by the team that makes the Volvos for the Swedish Touring Car Championship. And it is genuinely remarkable. Really sharp, really hard, really raw, and it just goes like the clappers.
To top it all off, the PCP is based on a normal Volvo C30, which we on Top Gear think is the best looking of all the small hatchbacks.
Inside, the steering wheel, the gear lever, the doors, the seats, everything is covered in what appears to be moleskin. And that does make you wonder, how big was the mole they peeled to make this piece?
This car is epic, but there is one quite large problem with it. Volvo refuses point blank to put it into production. Pity.